Panther Nation, what is good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
And I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. Come on one time.
Always,
Every
always.
time.
All right,
Always
Panther
and
Nation.
forever.
We are 0-4, and our next matchup is with the Detroit Lions. Let's get it. Tony, cousin, as I always ask you, how you feeling today?
Hey, I can't even lie to the people and say I'm feeling optimistic right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even say anything joyful or
Mm-hmm.
anything. I'm just taking it one game at a time right now.
Sweet
It is what it
Jesus.
is. Right. It is what it is. I said, after good 4 or 5 games, we'll get an idea of where we at. And right now, I think we're getting a pretty good idea of where we at. I think there's still some more questions that need to
Mm-hmm.
be answered.
Eve,
Changes that we hope are made.
Eve.
So yeah, I don't really have any feelings right now to answer your question.
Mm,
So yeah, there it is.
mm,
There it is, folks.
mm.
Yes, I
Ah,
know.
my.
Surprise, surprise.
Ooh. Mm. But you know
But how
what?
you feeling, cuz?
Let me interject this real quick. Speaking of where we're at, all right, we are 874 subscribers, y'all. Okay, not too far from my goal of 1,000. So
Yes,
if you haven't
sir.
already, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells so you know when our videos come out. Appreciate all the love and support, and we thank everybody for it. As far
Already.
as me, Tony, I'm just about the same, but I'm keeping the faith. All right, I still got hope. Okay, I still got hope. At this point, my expectations are going way down. Okay,
Have
because at the
dwindled. Yeah.
beginning of the season, you know, I'll be the first one to say I thought we could compete for a division title. I thought we could at least at least maybe build on the 7 wins that we had last year. But as it stands right now, I think we'll be lucky to get close to the 7 wins that we had last year. All right, and
Right.
it's and it's a lot of things contributing to this. It's injuries, it's poor play, poor execution, penalties. I mean, when you got defenses that like last week with Minnesota, when you got a defense that's blitzing their safety and not worried about sending any help over the top, hey, you know what I mean? Like
You're
the
not putting
Panthers
any fear in the
offense.
defense.
Yes, exactly. The Panthers
Yeah, the
offense is
defense.
not
Yeah.
they're not scaring anybody. They're not making anybody scratch their heads. They're not giving any kind of
Too
there's no
predictable.
confusion on the defense. Like none. It's like we're gonna play man and you're gonna have to beat us. Or it's like we're gonna blitz the crap out of you and your offensive line is not gonna hold up. So that's basically what we've been seeing this season so far. But
Well, you
it's
know what? It's crazy because I didn't realize until probably after, well, not say after the game. I think it was like midway the third quarter, and they showed Brian Flores on the sidelines, and I didn't realize, or I had forgot that he was a
mm-hmm,
defense coordinator for the Vikings. And if people would go back, not even just a year ago when he was the year before last, 2021, when he was the head coach of Miami.
mm-hmm,
I don't know if you remember that game, but they used a lot of zero blitz on us in that game. And I
mm-hmm,
was like, okay, he has this stored away in his Rolodex in his memory. So he knew exact, even though our offense, the offensive line, the scheme, head coach, and all
mm-hmm,
that was different, but that's just the type defense coordinator he is. He's very aggressive. And
mm-hmm.
anybody knows, even if it was Bill Belichick, which he is a Bill Belichick disciple,
Yeah.
when you got a rookie quarterback, you're going to send the house at him. You're going to make him
Mhm,
feel very uncomfortable. You're gonna send looks his way that he has never seen before. And I know we always talk about how great of a processor, you know, Bryce Young is,
Mm-hmm.
but I think his processing was on overload because when they mug in the front like that, and then they may send all, then they may drop back three, they may drop
Mm-hmm.
two on the left side, two on the right side. Like that's a lot to take in,
Yeah.
especially when your line is not giving you the proper protection or great protection. You got running back mixing, picking up blitz, and all kind
Mm-hmm.
of things. So all kind of things was going through his mind, and rightfully so. Minnesota took advantage of it. So here we are.
Let's get into this week 5 game with the Lions, man. What you looking forward to?
I ain't got my Rolodex to go through it, but I'm gonna try to listen. I say what's that question again? Because I don't even know where to start. Can you repeat the question?
I said, what are you looking forward to? And I probably should have said, what are you looking for from from the
Right.
Panthers?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
Maybe I posed that
yeah.
wrong. Instead of looking forward to, what are you looking for?
I'm hopelessly
Mm-hmm.
looking for a victory.
Okay,
That's what I'm
as you
hopelessly
should.
looking for. But no, in reality, man, a victory would be nice. To me, this would be an upset right now. You know, I think
Eight and a
Detroit's
half
three and
point
one. We
underdog.
0-4. Huh?
8.5 point underdogs.
Yeah. So I would love for us to get our first victory and let it be on the road, against a powerful NFC conference team. Um, I want to see better offensive line play, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
see better play calling. I want to see the same play calling that we saw against the Seahawks when Andy Dalton was quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Was in a quarterback. That's what I want to see. It is like the mirror. It's like not even a mirror. It's two different offenses, and even a blind person could have seen that. The same plays that we call for Bryce Young these first three games was not whatsoever the same type of plays that we called for Andy Dalton in Seattle. So I just wanted to see, and what I was hoping for last week, I was hoping that the run game would catch up and mirror the passing game, and
Mm-hmm.
we would be successful on both ends. Well, that
Yeah.
didn't happen. The passing game came out looking like hot garbage, and the run game never got started. So I just want to see some more consistent play, man. I just at this point in time, they're gonna leave Bryce Young in there. I'm not against that. If they want to sit him, I understand it. I just want to see him continuously progress and get better. That's what I want to see at this point.
Okay. Got
How
you.
about
Got you.
you?
Got you.
What you want to see?
Well, more of the same. I just want to see some consistency because we're going up against a Lions team that has the fourth ranked defense as far as yards per game and the eighth ranked offense as far as yards per game. Okay. David Montgomery has gone up to Detroit, with the plan. All right. Him and Jameer Gibbs. This game eerily reminds me of Atlanta, where you had Algier and Bijan Robinson. I see that kind of those similarities between those duos of running backs. Okay, you got Montgomery's
Right.
going to come in with power. Gibbs is going to come in. He's got the speed, the hands, the juke moves and everything. Leave you sitting out of your shoes. All right, but the same thing I said every week. Panthers have got to slow down the run game. They've got to stop it. I'm I, I just have to say slow down because they can't stop it. You know what I mean?
Right.
We
Right.
gave up 100 something yards to Minnesota, who's averaging like 80 something yards on the season. All right,
The
they have
66.
yeah they
66
have
before
got
last week.
they have got to do something and stop the run. Okay, and like you said, on the flip side, we've got to be able to run the ball. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying this until somebody proves me wrong or shows me anything different. The Panthers have got to get creative with their run calls. I am tired of seeing them going between the tackles, right up in the heart of all these defenses and getting stuffed. And if I'm wrong, somebody comment, let me know I'm wrong. I haven't seen too many run plays to the outside, too many tosses, sweeps. I mean, something creative. You go back and look at the tape. If they run the ball, they run in between the tackles. You know, Tony,
Yep.
me and you could go get some high schoolers and scheme for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm serious. I'm dead
Yeah, I
serious. We
got
could get some high school players and scheme up a defense for that. But you know, like I said, it just the run game just hasn't been creative enough to me. And I think a lot of is it worked last year. Okay. But we had Brady Christensen and Austin Corbett also healthy and on the offensive line last year, which as we see now is a big difference. Okay, it is a big difference
yes.
without them two in there.
Yes.
Zavala is struggling. Throckmorton, I think he's doing okay, but he's not Austin Corbett, you know, at all.
No.
So,
No, he's
but
not.
yeah, um, I want them to continue on what they did last week because even though we lost and everybody is yelling at Bryce Young and we made the wrong pick and this and that and the third, okay, as minimal as it has been, he has improved from game to game. Okay, and you saw them last week versus the Vikings. They were able to drive down the field, like I said earlier, and things just they got down near the red zone, penalties, a bad offensive line play, and it just fell apart. Okay.
Yeah.
But if we can get something out of the running game this week, okay, and that's on both sides. If we can generate some run on offense and if we can slow down Detroit's run game on defense, I think we'll have a shot. Last week, I can't take anything away from the defense at all last week, except for the running game. Okay. But as far as the passing game, I think they did admirably with the lineup that we had. Because Kirk Cousins
Right.
had a
I agree.
classic Kirk Cousins game. All right. He Kirk Cousin himself last week. All right, he was 13 of 19, I think it was, for 12 of 19 for 139 yards. Okay. Typical Kirk
Two
Cousins when
interceptions.
Kirk Cousins, he messed himself up. All right. Justin Jefferson he was held under 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay. You hold Justin Jefferson under 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'll take that. All right. Offensively, we can't give up any more touchdowns. You just think about it. If we hadn't given up that fumble that was taken back for the touchdown, maybe we'd have got a field goal. Think about that. It'd been 16
That
or
could have been a
whatever it was.
that could have been a 10-point swing because instead of us giving up
Yeah.
7, we could have, got 3 or field goal or something. So that was like a 10-point swing right there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But yeah, we the Panthers have to quit making mistakes. Okay. The offensive line has to, I don't know if they need to go to, Dave and Buster's. They need to go watch a movie together. I don't know. They need to go to Applebee's or something.
Not Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, meet at somebody's house, fire
Applebee's.
the grill up, bring the wife and the kids, and have some kind of kumbaya bonding moment or something. But
They need to go and corral for that. All you can eat, something.
go take them to the buffet. Shit, hey, something.
Yeah.
But they've got to do something, and they have got to play a lot better. Okay, because this Lions team, offensively and defensively, this season is no joke. Okay. And I know that's not some
Yeah.
things that you heard in the same sentence for a long time, but this is a damn good Lions team. Now we beat them last year. Okay, we beat them last year, but this is not the same team. Okay, they are a lot better.
It's
All right.
it's crazy that the Lions has 3 of the potential players that I was hoping Carolina would draft last year. Jack
Matt
Campbell,
Campbell,
Sam
Gibbs,
Laporta,
Dan Laporta, and Gibbs.
and Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I was just watching the game that they played last week, and I was sitting there, I was like, they should be Panthers. That's all
Mhm.
I kept saying to
And,
myself. They should be
and,
Panthers.
and all three of them are putting in work too.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Yes.
All of them. They are
Yes.
putting in work. Yes, they are.
Because
So, yeah.
mind you, I even said even after we signed Hayden Hurst, I said we still need another tight end to go along with him. At least we could
Mhm,
draft one. There was too many good tight ends coming out of the draft this year. Even Will Mallory. I can't remember who
mhm.
Will Mallory played for right now.
Was it Miami?
I know he was is it Miami. I know he was inactive 1 or 2 weeks, but when he
Okay.
hasn't been inactive and he has gotten playing time this
Mhm,
year, Will Mallory has played pretty good. And Will
okay.
Mallory was projected as like a sixth or seventh round pick, and I think he went like in the fifth or sixth round. So I'm saying like there was abundance of tight ends, and I kept screaming, hoping and praying that we would grab one this past catching tight ends,
Mhm,
somebody that can, when you playing 12 personnel, you got two tight ends, you got two tight ends that can get out in the passing game and
mhm.
threaten, the middle of the field. So I was the yeah
Hey,
that
when you say a bunch of them, you're not joking. You had Mayer from Notre Dame, had Kincaid from Utah, Musgrave from
mhm.
Oregon State, Washington from Georgia, Mallory.
Tucker
I you
Craft or South Dakota, North Dakota State,
yeah, Tucker Craft.
South Dakota, yeah, Tucker Craft,
God, I'm missing one. I'm missing an important one here.
the
Oh
tight end out
crap.
of Penn State, Brent Strange,
Oh, then you had Shoemaker.
yeah,
Was it
Shoemaker out of Michigan, yeah,
Shoemaker?
yeah, he's
There
in
was another, but
Dallas,
yeah, there's a lot of them. Like you said,
yeah.
there was a lot of 'em. And just look back at this past game. Bryce Young throws a dart to none other than Ian Thomas, hits him right in the damn face mask and just to the ground. So,
I'm not even going to demonstrate how his hands look trying to catch the ball because I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm just gonna say yeah. I'm just gonna
you know
leave
what I
that
mean? It was
alone.
just like he was just
Yeah,
like, "Oh, crap." This is him trying to catch a ball. It's like
yeah,
he tried to catch the ball like this. His hands are out here. I don't get it. I don't
yeah.
get it. But all right, score predictions. What you got for this week?
Oh man, I'm gonna say, unfortunately, Carolina drops their fifth game in a row, and I believe the score to be 31-14.
Okay. I'm hate to agree with you. I'm gonna say 28-10 Lions.
Yeah,
All right.
31-14 Lions. Yeah,
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here, Tony?
not really, not really. I ain't got it in me this week. You know,
10-4.
I need my team to do something to give me something to feel good about. Therefore, I can talk about. But right now, I ain't gonna keep going over the same old, week
Uh,
in and week out. It is what it is. Hey, we gotta do better.
you like St. Louis from the Players Club? Hey, do something to make me happy.
Yeah.
Or what do you say? Do something to make me feel good. Whatever it was.
So
All right.
either
Yeah,
or.
but I got you, man. I got you. Well, all right, Panther Nation. That has been another episode of Two Fans in the Stands. All right. Like I said before, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells so you know when our videos come out. We are 874 subscribers, well on our way to our goal of 1,000 and beyond. All right. You can check out this week's game Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Fox. All right. And as always, Panther Nation, y'all be good, y'all be safe. And even though we're 0 and 4, and I said 4 and not 4, we're 0 and 4. All right. Keep pounding, y'all.